All right, welcome. We are so happy to have you here with us for our Mental Toughness Monday. And, and we're going to start with Immortelle, which I actually do not have one, surprisingly. I do love this oil. It is a little too strong for me, so I have to dilute it heavily. But it is the oil of spiritual insight. So, essential oils have been used since antiquity to assist meditation practices, prayer, and spiritual worship. Immortelle combines the power of high vibrational oils with grounding oils to assist the connection between spirit and body, heaven and earth. It encourages positive states of being and supports the development of faith, hope, gratitude, kindness, love, patience, and trust. It is a wonderful aid for meditation as it quiets the mind, fosters inner stillness, and encourages spiritual growth. These oils are gentle yet powerful. They assist in the release of negativity, darkness, and limiting perceptions. This blend I'm getting someone in, can mitigate spiritual blindness and other spiritual issues by offering profound light to individuals. Immortelle offers grace and comfort when one feels discouraged or distressed. This blend can assist individuals in transcending the darkness, pain, and stress of life. It offers support in raising levels of consciousness and preparing individuals for new heights of spiritual transformation. Let me tell you what's in it because doesn't that sound so exciting? In case you don't have Immortelle, it's frankincense, lavender, sandalwood, myrrh, helichrysum, and rose.
The
And
big
so,
ones.
what's that?
All the big ones.
Yes, really good. You can smell it from the bottle, you can diffuse it, you can put it on your hands, you can rub it on your hands and inhale it. You can also put some on the crown of your head. It comes in a roller bottle, but you can roll it right on the crown of your head. You can put it on your forehead, your wrists, over your throat, your heart. People like to use it for wrinkles around their eyes. That's where it's too strong for me. I have to actually dilute it to use it in that way. And you can also put it over your heart. I don't know if I said that. This one helps you feel less spiritually disconnected, helps you feel less burdened, discouraged, spiritual blindness, or spiritual issues, or the dark night of the soul. So if you're in a sad place, this is really a helpful one, and it helps you to feel more hopeful, spiritual transformation or enlightenment, faith, trusting in the divine, grace, believing, and stillness. Such a great blend. I'm sad I couldn't find even the bottle to smell because I'm like, dang, that would be so nice. All of these things that make you feel. I love that they did the grounding and the high vibrational oils together. So, thoughts or uses of Immortelle. What have you done with it? What are you going to do with it?
That's okay.
Nobody's used it but me and mom. You have some, but you walked away. All right, then. We will move on to our mental toughness. Um, Champions are of good cheer. This is number 114. If you want to live a long, prosperous, and healthy life, make a commitment to yourself to always be of good cheer. It will affect everything and everyone around you. Bill Gove, who's the father of professional speaking, he was 1912 to 2001 was his lifetime. That was a long life. Amateurs inadvertently create their own mediocrity by the thoughts they entertain. I'm so glad we're talking about this. Professional performers consciously create world-class results by carefully constructing every thought. The foundation of this philosophy seems to begin with a sunny disposition. In other words, the world class is of good cheer by conscious choice. The great ones are acutely aware of their thoughts, create their circumstances, And while the masses continue to reverse the equation, ooh, your thoughts create your circumstances, but the masses are thinking that the circumstances create the thoughts. Think about that for a minute. Is the world class so happy because their lives are so fulfilling? Or are their lives so fulfilling because they are happy? Right? Champions know their inner world determines their outer world. Knowing this, they act the part of the successful, fulfilled, and happy person until the part becomes them. They have learned that in order to attract extraordinary success, fulfillment, and happiness, they must first become these things. The great ones have a saying about this: whatever you are looking for is looking for you. It's well-known law of the universe that like attracts like, success breeds success, and happiness manifests happiness. While the middle class waits to win the lottery, graduate from school, get a job, or any number of other things they decide to be before they decide to be happy, they attract feelings of longing and lack. This doesn't occur by accident. We don't attract what we want, we attract what we are. This is why the world class chooses to be of good cheer. All right, thoughts. I want to hear all your thoughts about this one.
I think it's exactly what you were talking about this morning. I did get on a listen.
Oh, good. I'm sorry I couldn't let you in because I looked for you several times, but then I quit looking.
I went over to
YouTube.
YouTube and listened to it after that.
Yeah,
You got off before I could find you.
this is the thing is that yeah, no. So keep going. Tell me more what you were
Well,
thinking or what it brought up for you.
I love that sentence. The world is looking for what you are looking for. I
Hmm.
mean, they're looking for you for what you're looking for. So whatever you're looking for is
Is
attracted to
looking
you.
for you. Yep.
And your terrible thoughts or your poor choices of, I think you were talking about whatever you say when you talk to yourself,
Yep.
whatever you hear or say, anyway, what your mind is producing for you is you're feeding on that, and then you have that really low vibration, and then you can't get out of the ditch
Yeah.
till you stop that.
Yes.
So,
Thank
Brandon,
you. Yeah, go
remind
ahead.
reminds me what we were listening to last night about what makes someone an adult,
Oh yeah. We were
right?
listening to Hallow last night and we were talking and he was talking about like how do you know when you're a grown up or when are you an adult? Go on.
So I think that people, when they take responsibility and just take matters in their own hands instead of always blaming it on something else or someone else,
Yeah.
right? And that's what champions do. They take responsibility for their lives and move forward.
And for their mood.
Yeah, if they need oil, breathing, or self care to do that. They'll take the time to do that. They know how important it is to keep
Right.
you at a higher vibration, like Kathy was talking about.
Yes. Yes, I love that. So we can be champions too if we choose to figure out our own moods and be of good cheer and take responsibility. I love it.
I- I've been thinking a lot about this one. Oh, it's been a long semester, and so I'm working on having Monday joy on Friday or Wednesday. Um, just like at the beginning of the week, you're so cheery and you're ready to go, and then the week goes on, and you get tired and more tired, and you've done the same thing 4 days in a row now. Now you're on day five, and so it's just trying to remember your why and being joyful in the process, being cheerful,
I love
and
it.
it's all about how you categorize it. Like, are you excited to do it? If you're not, what could make you excited? What could bring you a little bit of cheer in the day?
I love that. And if you don't have anything or you can't see anything right away, then you've got to engage your imagination because your imagination is there for a reason. And we've become very, as a society, we've become very unimaginative. And it's because we have so many tools that give us, like we don't even have to imagine characters or anything because we can just like put it into AI and it will give us a picture. right? So when you're reading, though, when if you think about, what the person looks like, or you listen to the description, you read the descriptions or different things like that, you have to engage that in your imagination. And you can also imagine how you will feel in certain circumstances. And when you're imagining how great that's going to feel, you actually feel it. So you can keep that feeling. You don't have to wait to do the thing to get that feeling because you already have the feeling, but then it motivates you to actually do the thing so you can have more of that feeling, which is so cool. Like we're creators, right? We create with our imagination, but if we don't use our imagination, if we're like, I don't know, then that is not great. We're not using the tools that we have. And we know also that, man was created to act, not to be acted upon. And yet, how often do we find ourselves in some kind of a victim status where something has happened to us, meaning we've been acted upon? And our job is to choose to be of good cheer, regardless of what circumstances we are finding ourselves in, and then use our imagination to create a better situation. I love it.
and and opportunity. And this reminds me of how Joseph from Egypt got stuck in a jail, yet he was elevated to be the servant of the jailkeeper. And
Yeah,
he actually had opportunities to get himself remembered eventually
right.
because of his cheerfulness and service to his compadres that were in jail with him.
I know everybody that got to have him as part of their team was like, "Yay, I don't have to do anything." I mean, when he was the steward at Potiphar's house, like Potiphar didn't even know anything that was going on with anything because he totally trusted Joseph so much. Like he only knew what he was wearing and what he was eating. Like that was his life. So he must have been super sad when he sent him to the prison because then he had to deal with lesser talent. And then the jail guy, he probably felt really happy that he didn't have to do his job for a while. He was like, I can relax.
This guy's got it. Well, and he was a cheerful. He was I mean, we get the feeling that he was cheerful and in his, but service can give you a sense of cheer
Yeah,
and so, and he was interesting and he was asking those guys, why are you so downhearted today? He was sensitive to the people around him. He wasn't
passionate.
just an isolated figure. He tried to interact with people and find out what was wrong with him. And that is why he got his message to Pharaoh eventually,
Yeah,
because he
right.
was concerned with his peers.
It's true. Okay. Action step for today. Make a decision every day to have a sunny disposition. Watch carefully and study how many others you attract with the same good cheer. That's who we want to hang out with anyway, right? Is the people who are cheerful. So we want to
That's
attract them
right.
into our lives. And we
That's
want to
right.
repel anyone who hates cheerful people.
And there's a lot. There's a lot. There's suspect that they can't believe anyone could be that happy.
Exactly. And then
Just
the
like
world-class resource is Get an Attitude of Gratitude, 21 Life Lessons by Keith Harrell. If let's do a quick search and see if it's still available. When it comes to being of good cheer, Keith Harrell is the master. Um, Steve Siebold, who wrote this book, says he owns every book, tape, CD, and album he's ever produced. No wonder he's called Dr. Attitude. So Keith Harrell, Harrell. See if Dr. Attitude is still around. Shop Keith Harrell on Amazon. Attitude is everything. There you go.
motivational speaker, obituary, he did die.
Well, he's still here because all his books are here.
Attitude is everything. I love it. There's one for 427. Wow. I'm gonna buy that one.
Right? Okay, so we have some support about our attitude, having a good attitude, a sunny disposition. I really like that. Dad calls it springtime in your voice, right? All
Well,
right.
yeah, that's good.
That's what we want to have when we're working with the public. Okay. So that is all we've got on the topic today. Is there anything else that anybody wants to add about a cheerful disposition? All
It's a
right.
magnet. Wow.
Yes, we've done it. Let's do it. That's right. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording and just say anybody who's catching the replay, go ahead and leave us your comments down below. We want to hear what you have to add to this conversation. Thanks so much for being here with us.